everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2011 movie Red State. The movie is written and directed by Kevin Smith, and this movie follows a group of teenage boys who are thinking that they're going to get to go have a big hot hookup with a woman they meet on the internet and everything, and when they get there, she gives them some booze and it knocks them out and everything, and they find out that they're being held hostage at this church of this crazy family, and these are like people that like to protest at gay funerals and different events and everything. They're inspired by the Westboro Baptist Church in Kansas. And the preacher himself is inspired by Fred Phelps, who was a preacher that had a bunch of people going out protesting a lot of stuff and picketing stuff and everything. And pretty much in this movie, the FBI kind of gets called in, and they're trying to free the hostages, which two of them had already been killed at that point, plus a gay guy that was killed at the beginning too. And there's one of the three teenage boys left. He's trying to escape. One of the granddaughters of the preacher is trying to help him, only because she wants him to help her save her little sister and cousins and everything. And there's this big shootout going on and everything, but that's pretty much the story of this movie. But this is a really entertaining movie. It's really intense and everything at times. You really feel for these characters and everything. Michael Parks plays the preacher. I can't remember the character's name, but he does such a great job in this movie. Michael Parks is really intimidating and really creepy, and he just plays the role perfectly. One of the best villain roles in a movie of the decade for me. He's just absolutely great in here. John Goodman plays a FBI agent who is sent out there and everything, and he's really good in here too. He's not in here a lot. He comes in here about halfway through the movie, but he's good in all of the scenes he's in. But then again, he's John Goodman. He's always good. And the rest of the cast in here are all really good too. Melissa Leo, I believe she plays the mother of the girl who is wanting to help the one character out. I think that's who she plays, but I'm not 100% if that was her or if it's or not, because she kind of looked different. But she was good in here. And Kevin Pollak has a small role in here. He's good in the little bit he's in it and everything. But this movie is just really, really good. It's totally something completely different for Kevin Smith, but it feels more like a Kevin Smith movie than most of his movies that I've reviewed recently do, because it has the dialogue and stuff and it feels like a smaller budgeted movie and everything. But in some ways it also kind of feels like a Quentin Tarantino movie a little bit too, in some ways, if that makes sense. But this movie is just a lot of fun from start to finish. It's entertaining. It does have a little bit of humor, a little at the beginning. And at the very beginning of the movie, we see them driving by these people. They're holding up signs and stuff and bashing a gay kid that had been killed, that was probably killed by them. I think they actually did say that he was killed by them. But they do this big gay bashing protest at that kid's funeral. They show it at the beginning of the movie, and it's just does not go as I think anybody would have expected. It kind of takes a really crazy turn in the last act, but this is just a really entertaining movie and everything. And some of the kills and stuff are brutal in here, but and everything. But this is just a great movie. I definitely would recommend it if you haven't seen it and everything. It's not your typical horror movie, but it still has that horror vibe to it, and it's just a good movie. And it's pretty underrated and everything. I think it didn't do very good. Of course, it had a really limited time release in theaters, and critics didn't really appreciate it as much. But I know some people do like this movie, but I don't know a lot of people that have seen it. But the few that I know that have said that they like this one a lot, and it's definitely a really good movie, and especially for Michael Parks. His performance just was really, really great in this movie. But anyway, so let me know in the comments what you think of Red State. Personally, I think it's a really great movie. The cinematography is great. The score is great. It's eerie and everything, and it just is a really good movie and everything. I remember the first time I watched it, I was like, whoa, what the heck am I watching? Because it just was really crazy, but it's a really good movie, so I definitely would recommend it if you haven't seen it. But if you have, let me know what you think of this movie, and hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.
This is the song that doesn't end. Yes, it goes on and on, my friend.
That's enough, guys.
Some people started singing it, not knowing what it was, and they'll continue singing it forever just because this is the song that doesn't end.
How do I turn you off?